Hi, my name is Sona Tarosian, and I heard that you had a couple of questions regarding vaccines.
Yes, so I'm pretty hesitant about getting vaccines. So I just wanted to clear the air and get some answers. Um, yeah, so I have a few questions for you if you're ready.
Ready when you are.
Okay, so first question I had is I've heard natural immunity is better than artificial immunity with the vaccines. So why not just do it the natural way?
There's a difference between both of them. You acquire natural immunity when you're exposed to the disease through infection with that particular disease. You acquire vaccine-induced immunity or artificial immunity by being introduced to a killed or weakened form of that disease through vaccination. These two are considered active immunity, which results in your immune system producing antibodies to that disease from exposure to it. From these, if you ever end up coming in contact with that disease at some point down the line, your immune system will be able to recognize it and produce those antibodies that are necessary to fight against it. When discussing which is better with the natural immunity, you actually do have to get sick before gaining some immunity to it. So there is that downside. And from that downside, it can cause some serious health problems and some serious life-threatening issues. But with vaccine-induced immunity, you will be protected from getting really sick if you're infected with that disease.
Okay, so I have kids and I actually am thinking about getting pregnant again soon. But I heard that vaccines cause infertility, so I'm really scared about that because I want to have more kids. I only have two now.
Yeah, so that's a great question. That actually has been an ongoing statement that I have been hearing around a lot. There is evidence and organizations that have showed that vaccines are safe and effective during pregnancy, and that there is absolutely no evidence of it causing problems with fertility. So, using COVID as an example, there have been many people that have gotten pregnant after receiving the vaccine. There have been studies that have shown that there is no difference in women who have gotten pregnant with the antibodies from the vaccine or without the antibodies from the vaccine. It does not impact conception, the placenta, or sperm. So, if you do not have any fertility issues before receiving the vaccine will not make you more unlikely to get pregnant. Therefore, there is no problems where it will be causing infertility.
Okay. I guess that's good to know. But I'm worried about my kids now because, you know, if I vaccinate my child, don't they have a higher chance of getting the disease?
So no, you're vaccinating your child does not cause their immune system to weaken in response to these diseases. Vaccines are actually made so that your immune system could get stronger. It's actually impossible to get the disease from vaccines that are made with the killed bacteria or viruses. The only vaccines that your child may possibly develop are vaccines made from live viruses, for example, chickenpox or measles, but they would develop a mild form, which could be life-saving. Vaccines will actually help your child's immune system, as again, I said before, and this is so they could fight against severe infection and not make them more susceptible to getting sick from them.
Okay, I mean, I get it, but that's a good point. I guess I'm still concerned because I don't even know what they put in this vaccine. So how do I know it's safe for my child?
That's a great question. So yeah, there's been many people and statements that have been like, what are in the vaccines? How do they make it so fast? We don't even know what they put in them. So why would we want to put them in our bodies, right?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
the
exactly
correct
it.
Yeah, exactly. So the correct answer is we actually do know what they put in them, and it is in fact safe. For example, once again, talking about the COVID vaccines, there are approved vaccines in the US for COVID. There's the Pfizer and Moderna, which are mRNA vaccines. There's Novavax, which is a protein subunit vaccine, and Johnson and Johnson, which is a viral vector vaccine. So none of the ingredients or the COVID vaccines affect nor interact with our DNA. There are no preservatives that they put in it, no antibiotics, no medicine or therapeutics, no tissue, which are like aborted fetal cells or gelatin, no food products like eggs or nuts, no metals, and no latex. To break down all the vaccines and what they put in them, the Pfizer vaccine contains lipids, which are to protect the mRNA within our cells, salts like sodium chloride and potassium, which are needed to help balance the acidity in your body, and basic table sugar. The Moderna vaccine also has lipids to deliver mRNA to the cells, acids, acid stabilizers, salts, and sucrose to all stabilize each other. The Johnson & Johnson contains the recombinant replication incompetent adenotype 26 expressing SARS-CoV-2 spike protein, which is no shape or form changes our genetic code. And it also contains acids, salts, and sugars. So they are all extremely similar in ingredients to each other. And as you can see, they are all safe because our body either already produces them or we already insert them into our bodies with our regular diet.
Okay, I see. That makes sense. But in general, I've heard that vaccines can cause autism. So I'm scared about vaccinating my child or especially at a young age, because I've heard they cause autism.
Yeah, so that has also been another theory that I have heard about, and that has been an ongoing conversation ever since COVID or other vaccines have come about. So although this has been a concern and it is an ongoing theory, the simple answer is no. Many think that the cause would be from your brain anatomy, genetics, or toxic substances in the environment. This has all became from the study that was published in 2004 from the doctor who said that there was a connection between vaccines and autism. But this study was retracted by every major health organization because it was found to be false and the doctor got their license taken away. So autism is a developmental disability that affects the brain and your social skills with other people, and the cause is unfortunately unknown. The ingredients within the vaccine have absolutely no cause in regards to autism, and there has been no link between autism and vaccines. One ingredient used within vaccines is called thimerosal, which is used to prevent germs, and many studies have been done ever since 2009 that show it does not cause autism. So in simpler terms, no, vaccines and autism have absolutely no connection with each other, and it is safe for your child to get vaccinated, and it will not make them gain autism in the future.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Those were all the questions I had, and you pretty much answered all of them very thoroughly. So thank you.
Thank you. I hope I was able to answer it to the best of my abilities.
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
Mhm.